Okay, some people get concerned about where they're going to step. They're afraid they're going to step on flowers and they don't want to do damage to the garden, etc. But what I've done is anywhere that you see, generally speaking, if you see the large nuggets of mulch, you can step there. I made that path specifically to be used so that we can get to some of the back weeds or some of the back flowers, or we can look for some caterpillars or eggs to be able to raise. So if you see the thick pine bark nuggets, you can walk there. I'll give you another example in a minute. Okay, so our pathways have the thick pine bark nuggets, and yes, please walk on the pathways, versus here's a place that you shouldn't walk. It's got the very small chips. Try not to walk in the small chips where you see those. Those are actually garden beds. If we don't walk in the garden beds themselves, the flowers will grow better because the soil won't be all pressed down and compacted. So here's a really good contrast. On the left are the small chips, on the right are the large chips. Walk away on these. Go ahead and walk on those. Don't walk on those. Reach inside the bed or use a stool or something to be able to get inside there to reach those. With that said, if you see weeds in the pathways, feel free to take them out. Anything that's in the large chipped pathways that's growing can be a weed, and you may take it out if you like. Right there's your grasses that can go. There's some clover, it can go. There's our lovely dandelions, those can go. If you see this is a Cosmo or a dill. It's one of those. It's probably a dill, some type of herb. You can pull this, or you could try to replant this somewhere else in the garden bed, anywhere else in the garden bed. Because, again, a weed is anything growing where you don't want it to be, but this is a good plant. So like I said, you can either pull it, or you can try and transplant it, or you can take it home and put it in your own garden. But you see some more growing up in here, that's fine. And you see how the large chips, they actually go all the way around the butterfly bush. On the right and the left is the Rose of Sharon. I put this one in specifically when we first started it because I wanted to block the wind, because the butterflies can't fly very well when it's very windy and reach what they need to reach. So again, pathways. Large chips, walk on it. And small chips, don't walk on it. Large chips, if you see weeds in there, you can take them out. You can also take out weeds in the small chips. Some of them might be good weeds, and you can replant it if you like, either in here or in your garden at home. This one, let's see, that's a Cosmo right there. And these get to be 3-4 feet tall, all different colors. They're only an annual, but they do reseed. So sometimes if I have Cosmos growing where I don't want them, I'll move them. Or if they've grown really tall along the fences and they've gone to seed, I will cut the heads off and then sprinkle the seeds, or just lay the seeds heads where I want them to grow next time, and they will grow just fine. So there's a grass on the left, and that's an herb on the right. They self-seed as well. There's grass and clover. Those can come out. Clover can come out. This tall grass poking the camera can come out. These are herbs. They stay. They have small chips. If you're ever not sure, you can always take a picture and ask me, is it a weed or a flower? And you can say, hey, is it a good weed to put somewhere else, or should I just pull it? And I can just respond back to you.